What if I told you Donald Trump once had a plan so shocking it could have set the world on fire, a plan to arrest Vladimir Putin on U.S. soil? Welcome back to the channel, where we break down the stories shaking up politics in America and around the world. Today's topic is one of the most explosive claims yet about Donald Trump, a prediction that he may have secretly considered a plan to arrest Vladimir Putin if the Russian leader ever set foot on U.S. soil. Let's dive into what this means, why Trump's former aide was stunned, and how such a move could have changed history. Donald Trump's presidency was always surrounded by controversy, but a shocking claim has now taken that unpredictability to a whole new level. According to a well-known journalist, Trump may have secretly toyed with a plan so bold, so outrageous, that even his own former aide was left completely stunned. The allegation is simple but explosive. Trump once considered the idea of arresting Vladimir Putin if the Russian leader ever set foot on U.S. soil. At first glance, it sounds like pure political fiction. How could any American president even dream of such a move without sparking an international crisis? Yet the journalist insists that with Trump, nothing was ever truly off the table. He thrived on chaos, on breaking norms, and on keeping both allies and enemies guessing about what he might do next. And in this context, the idea of planning to detain Putin doesn't seem entirely out of character. For the aide who heard this prediction, the reaction was shock and disbelief. They had already seen Trump operate in ways that defied the traditional playbook of diplomacy. But the thought of orchestrating an arrest of a sitting Russian president was a line so extreme that even seasoned insiders struggled to imagine the fallout. The aide reportedly questioned how far Trump was willing to go just to project strength or to prove that he could bend the rules of global politics to his will. Supporters of Trump might argue that this story simply highlights his toughness. They will say, demonstrates that Trump wasn't afraid of Putin, unlike previous leaders who were accused of being too soft on Moscow. They will claim this proves Trump was willing to take risks to defend American interests, even if it meant crossing boundaries others wouldn't dare to approach. For them, this prediction plays into the image of Trump as a leader who always put America first, no matter the cost. But critics see it very differently. To them, this story is just another example of the dangerous recklessness that defined Trump's time in office. Arresting Putin would have been more than a diplomatic scandal. It could have triggered the most dangerous confrontation between the U.S. and Russia since the height of the Cold War. The possibility of military escalation, global panic, and economic chaos would have been unavoidable. Critics argue that even entertaining such an idea shows just how unpredictable and potentially dangerous Trump truly was. What makes the story even more fascinating is that we may never know whether Trump seriously considered this move, or if it was part of a strategy to unsettle his adversaries. Was it a real plan, whispered about behind closed doors, or was it just another mind game in Trump's long history of political theater? What we do know is that his presidency left the world constantly guessing, and even years later, new revelations keep surfacing that remind us just how volatile those 4 years really were. Whether you believe this was a serious plan or just political theater, one thing is certain: Trump's presidency continues to spark headlines that leave the world questioning what might have been. But what do you think? Was Trump bold enough to try something like this? Or is it simply an outrageous rumor? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking political analysis.